Yes, that's it. Officially, good evening, guys. So my name is Solon. I am your host tonight. I've been a host here on TNT since March of last year. So I really appreciate being here and talking to you guys. And before we start, I'd like to know, is there someone here for the first time or is your first time with me in this meeting? I already know Gabriel. What about you, Bruna, Leticia, Gabriele, Victor? Is it your first time here?
No, no.
No,
Gabriel already know you. Oh, all right. Bruna, go ahead.
no, it's not my first time here, and it's not my first time with you.
Okay, that's very nice. People are coming back. I really appreciate when this happens, What about you, Victor, Leticia, Gabriele? Is
No,
it your
no,
first
it's not
time
my
here?
first time. I am a Spanish host. I don't know if I think I've been talking to you once
Nice.
before. I don't remember.
Okay, nice, nice. It's good when people come back because it means that either they forgot about they've been on my meeting or they remember that they've been on my meeting. So it's really good. What about you, Leticia? Is it your first time here?
It's not my first time here, but it's my first time with you.
Okay, nice, nice. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. And what about you, Gabriele? Gabriele Carvalho?
Good evening. I think it's my first time with you.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice, folks. So we can see it's not the first time of anyone on TNT, but for those of you who are on YouTube, I'm going to explain a little bit how it works. All right. So basically, TNT is a conversation platform for beginner, intermediate, and advanced English speakers. I'm going to remind you guys, it's not a class, it's just a place where we can practice in a real environment. How does it work? I bring a topic, especially tonight, we are going to talk about media and power. And we have a few questions related to this topic. We don't need to follow all of the questions, but we need to talk about the subject. All right. If there is a lot of people in the room, I'm going to split in smaller rooms. But if there isn't, I'm going to keep everybody here in the main room with me. Our philosophy here is to develop your fluency and confidence. So speak as much as you can. Just be respectful with the others and give your opinion. As you can see, we are live on YouTube. And if you want to have more information about other languages or classes or other meetings like this, you just need to go to talkandtalk.com.br. Now that I already introduced myself, I'd like to get to know you guys. Please say your name and how did you get here, and one curious thing about you. All right. So I'm going to tell you the curious thing tonight. I am allergic to bananas. It's really rare this thing, but I am. So I know it's kind of crazy thing. What about you, Gabriel? Please introduce yourself. Where are you from? And one curious thing about yourself.
Hello guys, my name is Gabriel. I am 30 years old, so I am a software engineer. I am 10 years in technology fields in general, and I'm here because I need to improve my English. I am here in since around 3 or 4 months, and I live in São Paulo, Brazil. I love my city, I love my country. So my times I like reading books, watching certain movies.
All right, but I'm curious about the special thing about you. Tell me.
Sorry, question?
I'm curious about one curiosity about yourself.
Oh, okay, sorry. Curiosity about myself. I am in my opinion, I am a reflection person, you know?
All right, so we have a great thinker here. It's nice. It's
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
to
yeah,
have you
yeah.
here, Gabriel. I believe you're going to give a lot of insights in our conversation today because I believe personally it's really interesting. Thank you very much. Let's go with you, Leticia. Please say your name, where are you from, one curiosity about yourself. Go ahead.
Good evening. My name is Leticia. I live in Ceará, and I'm a singer.
Nice. What do you sing? Like pop music? I don't know.
Yeah, I like MPB and I like to sing this type of music. I just sing in my city, but yeah, it's a curiosity of me.
Oh, this is really nice to have you here. So we have a thinker, a singer. What about you guys? Let's hear from you, Bruna Brandão.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bruna. I'm living in São Paulo. I am graduating in pharmacy college, but nowadays I'm like to say I am a student now, but today I'm doing nothing. I'm looking for my purpose in my life, and I'm not working today, but I'm looking to new jobs, and it's not my first time in TALKNTALK. I am here around for 1 month. I needed to improve in my English and improve it myself to back off. I am so shy. I am taking off this in my life. In my free times, I like to watching random videos. And the curious for me, I am like to make drawings, especially
Nice.
anime.
Really nice, a drawer. That's good. That's good to have you here, Bruna. Be welcome. And what about you, Victor Chenti? Go ahead, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't changed my name. I'm so sorry. So I'm Victor, I'm 20, and I don't know, I am a student as well, but now I am on vacation, so I'm not studying, I'm just working. And actually today it's my lucky day because I didn't have any problem taking the bus to work and coming back. So when I was out of my work, I just arrived at the place where I was supposed to take the bus, and then the bus came by my side, and then I was at the restaurant, the university restaurant, and then I could get my food, and then I was supposed to come back to my house walking, but then a bus just arrived here by my side and I could take it, and it was so easy. So that was really nice because the past few days was really hard to get a bus here. No one was working really well, but I'm happy for that, and I would love to share with you.
Okay, nice. We have the lucky, happy guy here. Thank you very much, Victor. And last but not least, we have Gabriele. Please go ahead, girl.
Good evening again, guys. So my name is Gabriele. I'm 25 years old. I live in São Paulo. I have a degree in radio and TV.
Nice.
So I am from the communication field, but I'm not working in the field right now. I like to read. I like to draw in my free time. And about the curiosity that question caught me off guard. I was unable to think of anything, so I think my life is just a little boring. But right now, I think this might be a curiosity. Right now, I'm working at the Cracolândia in São Paulo, so I think it's a different thing.
Okay, we have a very distinct group here. We have a thinker, a singer, a drawer. We have the lucky, happy guy, and Gabriele that works close to Cracolândia. This is really a single and different group. So, guys, especially tonight, as I told you before, we are going to talk about media and power. I hope you find this conversation interesting because personally, I do think. I'm going to send the questions here on the chat, and if you can see them, just give me thumbs up. All right. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Leticia. So let's start with the first one. All right. I'm going to ask for you, the singer, because singers have a lot of media around them. What is the relationship between media and power in our society nowadays. For example, we had a lot of fake news during the elections, during the pandemic. We have WhatsApp, like a lot of messages spreading all over our aunts and mothers and grandmas. So what do you think, Leticia? What's the relationship between media and power?
I think in Brazil, particularly nowadays, the media has been so many power in the society. Like you said, with fake news and in politics, we saw that a lot. So I think now in Brazil, this is a big reality, and I think it's difficult to deal with too, because I don't know. Well, we've been suffering with these things a lot, with this power of media in our days, in our life. So I think, yeah, it's a big reality and a difficult reality.
Okay, so taking this example of Leticia's, like the big reality, let's go with you, Gabriel. What do you think? What's the relationship between media and power nowadays?
So I like this topic because the media, there are a lot of powerful in the society, and this relationship it is providing more powerful for the companies in general. It is easier for the making sales, making money with the to manipulate society in general. It is easier. Um, it is easier than than others always. The media it is so much easy for make it. And this relationship it is good, but until the the next some points, and it needs the limits for this. And in general, in specific our country in Brazil, the limits is there are not okay, and the peoples use it for better ways sometimes, and it is there are no control for it, and it's a problem, and it's my opinion about the relationship in media and power in our societies.
Okay, nice. It was really interesting that you talked about the limits. We are going to have a question about that, but a really interesting point. Just keep that in mind. Let's go with you, Gabriele. What do you think? Is there any relation between media and power? What do you think?
Yeah, so I think in our society, the people who has a lot of money, properties, and things like that, in this society, they have power because they can control a lot of things. So these people can pay to spread information or even fake news all across the TV, the I'm sorry, especially the in the social medias, because the television is more reliable, I think. But they still can, if they are power enough, they still can manipulate information that you consume on TV and radio and other types of media. So it's I think that is a deep relationship they have with this. So we have to be have attention to this kind of stuff. So we can like create senso crítico.
Critic sense,
So we
right?
have to, yeah, critic sense. So you have to pay attention to not fall for what the people with power want for us to believe.
All right, nice, nice. You're talking about manipulating. Sometimes the media doesn't need to lie. They just need to show one side of the history, and the people are going to think in one or other way, you know. So it's really hard when we talk about it. So I'd like to hear your opinion, Bruna. What is the relationship between media and power?
Totally agree with Gabriele. And Gabriele say that, correct?
Yes, yes.
I'm totally agreeing with that. I consider that the media causes great visibility, and with that positive visibility, you can have a great power of persuasion.
Nice.
And
Yes.
when with that persuasion, you make you what you can do. I think that.
Okay, nice, nice. Oh, I hear a lot of pessimistic answers. All right, so I'm going to the happy and lucky guy. Victor, please give us some light. Go ahead, man.
I'm not positive about this question.
Come on, go ahead.
I think the ones who control the media have the power in our society. So the ones who influence how media are going to talk about them or about another things, they have a lot of power to, to make people believe in their opinions. And also, I have an example about it. I have read that people in BBB, some of them, they have paid like social media and brands and pages to show their good sides of them to society as they were in the program, as they were, watched by us. So everyone was watching them in these pages and thinking, oh, this is a good person. They were seeing just the good side, or they were seeing the memes, the funny things about them, and not the worst part of their personalities. So they could get this society support to something to, win the program or to not be canceled. I think this is example of how we can, I don't know, control the media and in order to get power. That's my answer.
All right. No, no, I'm sad with that. Even our happy guy gave a bad answer. So I'm going to give a good answer, right, guys? So I believe there's a big relation between media and power, but I believe that is also a positive relation. Let's take, for example, the vaccines. There were a lot of people anti-vax in our country, even our relatives, our friends. A few of them were like anti-vax. And the media, at least in a big part of it, was trying to induce people to get vaccinated. Other example we can see of this is like the bad thing that happened at the littoral of São Paulo. A lot of media coverage happening around that and asking for donation and divulgating the names of NGOs, the names of people that can help. So I believe there is a really bad side. I know about that, but there is also a good part of this, where they can spread the good information, they can spread ways to help other people. So I believe this is like informing is really important, like the power of information is really big. So talking about events that happen around us, let's go straight to question number two. Do you like the fact that today media coverage of world events instantaneous and extensive? Let's take for example, I don't know, it happens a big tragedy in a northern island really far away from here, but everybody already knows it. You go on Twitter and you see the hashtag, I don't know, pray for the X country, pray for the Y country. So what do you think about this, guys? Is this positive? Is this negative? Do you like this idea, like everything being instantaneous? Let's go with you, Victor. Go ahead, man.
So for me, I think it's a good thing to that happens because we can get information is really precious. So we can, just know what it is happening in another part of the world that we're not there to see. and sometimes we can, create a whole thing about, like you said, praying for a country. Like, even though it's a country in, I don't know, Asia, here in Brazil, they could get some help, like the money help or even the food. So I think, oh my God, what is happening? I think it's good in the sense that more people are going to know what is happening, and maybe they can organize themselves to help or to do something about it. Like there's I don't know, an invasion in a country, and then it's illegal, it's a big thing. So we can, I don't know, just work to avoid it or try to, I don't know, just stop the bad things in the world. So I like that. And I like to get information. I like to know what is happening in another places that I can be there. So for me, I like this fact.
Okay, nice. Thanks for sharing, Victor. I'd like to hear from you, Bruna. What do you think? Do you like this instantaneous news coverage and etc.?
Yes, I'm like it. I'm finding this coverage is very interesting. The fact of seeing something that happened in your other city, other country, or in your side in real time. I'm like that. Imagine if during the great past events we happened to the past, so see the recorded, and today we could actually student or see that that's that's event. It's in, for example, like a move. Um, how to say during como se fala? Por exemplo, o tempo da ditadura em Brazil,
The dictatorship.
dictatorship, and if imagine you can see that facts happen. I'm thinking like it's so interesting.
All
I'm like that.
right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go with you, Leticia, because I don't know, at least for artists, being like in instantaneous events is like really, really nice, like there are a few people that go viral, singing something or doing something different on the internet, and it's like, poof, like 1 million views in, I don't know, just a few hours or even less, What do you think about this?
Yeah, of course. I think the the media nowadays it's good for example, everything to get power. For example, the same people, the strategy too. So, for example, for me, when I'm seeing and some people record me and post on Instagram, this is good for me. And if I can to repost or other people can talk to me about it. So nowadays it's good for everything, this type of thing. But I think there's this power and this instantaneous and extensive power of the media. It's bad too because in some uh, parts of the world, for example, or in some situation that is not good, or this thing is not for to have this extensive thing, and the people like to talking about. And for example, something bad happens and uh, this get a power. So I don't know. I think we have the both sides, but yeah, I think that. But for help the world or for artists, it's good. And yeah, of course.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, I agree with you. Like we can see both views, but let's hear from you, Gabriele. What do you think?
Um, so like you said, I think it can be a good thing to making news be spread all over the world really fast. Like the case with I don't remember the country, but there were some boys that was stuck in a cave, and it shocked the world, and a lot of people and companies all over the world went there to help, and they did it, and they saved all of the boys. I think if the media wasn't so fast, maybe maybe many lives wouldn't be safe in time, because in some ways we need to like act fast, and yeah, the way that we feel connected, like we can like we are really connected, and it's really fast, and we can prevent some things that to happen, or avoid some uh, tragedies to happen, like by informing people. Like when it's coming, I don't know the name, furacão or I think it's hurricane.
Hurricane? Yes.
Hurricane. In some countries, they can send a message to all the people, and then can like go out or something like that, because it's really fast. They can, and it's looking to the side. I think it can be really good. I know that it sometimes it's being so instantaneous and so connected can be a bad thing for perspective, others perspective, perspective. But that's it.
All right. I don't remember the details, but I kind of remember of this accident you mentioned about the kids they got stuck in a cave or something like that. And I remember that everything was so quick, like they couldn't get the guys from there because they needed a machine. So arrived a machine from other country to go there, and there were engineers to help them. I kind of remember this. It was
Yeah.
a few years ago, but yes, I remember that. And what about you, Gabriel? What do you think about it? Is it a good or bad thing?
It's a good thing, and I like this fact because nowadays it's amazing the media coverage. The media provides more comfortable for two people in general because I am to able for see my singer when I like more, and in the others artists or the peoples when came to be so much famous, and I am able for to see and watching them in my home, and it is so easy for me, and the media coverage provides real time for the peoples, and I can feeling feel so good feelings when this these facts, I like it so much.
All right, nice, nice, very nice. Now that we talked about the availability of news coverage, let's talk about the inexistence of it. All right, let's go to question number three. What do you think about countries that ban or restrict the media? For example, they don't allow news coverage from other countries. They just have like one big company that works for the government, things like that. What do you think? Is it we should restrict media somehow? We just or we should just let it happen as freely as it could be? I don't know. Let's start with you, Bruna. What do you think about it?
Mm.
Should we restrict or it should just be free as I don't know?
And first thing, there's something wrong there. Is my first thing, but because access to information is something that should be indisputable, in my opinion.
All right.
So why those have a country to forbidden disinformation? I don't know. I don't see otherwise if it's not for to control or manipulation or on population. I'm just think that.
All right. All right. Very nice. What about you guys? I don't know. Let's go with you, Gabriel. What do you think? Should we restrict media, like just say there will be just this one news coverage and not the others, or regulate somehow? Tell me.
Sorry, I don't understand very well this question.
All right. What do you think that about countries that restrict or ban media? Let's take, for example, a country that doesn't allow international media coverage inside of your country. You know, they don't let other reporters from other countries go to your country. Or other example, they just have a statal news broadcasting. You know, they do not allow private ones. For example, things like that. What do you think? Should we do something like that? Is it legal or illegal? What's your opinion?
In my opinion, it's okay, and I like it because the other countries need is to be respectful for this fact and maintain to privacy in countries which is necessary for privacy. Yeah, it is so important for maintain the information and data when it's so important for the countries, and when can be get out and say there are no privacy. It is there are a big problem when it's happening. So the information can be dangerous for data of the society and the persons, and it is can be to happen. The happiness, some problems can happen when the data get out and the countries, and I respect for it, and in my opinion, it's so important.
All right, different, but I like it. Let's hear from you, Victor. What do you think? Should we restrict, or what do you think about countries that do it?
I don't think they should restrict. I think if they're restricting, they're hiding something and something that it's not good. So the people may be passing through a hard time, or it may have some abuse of authority. I don't know, there are a lot of problems that they're hiding for the world because they don't want to, to change. They don't want to, make everyone knows what they're doing. So in my opinion, I don't agree with this. I think restrict in the sense of, I don't know, control fake news or news that may be, I don't know, saying something that is just an opinion can be an option, even especially because I don't know, in my opinion, I think we have brands and media, I don't know how to say this, companies that they have more power than the others. So the information that they show to the world, it seems the true one, but sometimes it isn't. So I think it should be controlled in the sense that, I don't know, people read news in English. And then if we look at the countries who have English as a native language, like the US, they have a lot of media control, not just in their country, but in the entire world. So it can be dangerous sometimes because what they think may be what everyone should think as well. So that's a problem. But I don't think the country should restrict, media in general.
All right, very nice. I like it, the point that you brought about larger companies. They have like they reach more people, so in this way, like they become the truth. I believe this is true. Like if more people have access to just one side of the information, you get, oh, that's how it's done. Then that's the truth, and I believe it happens a lot. But let's go with you, Leticia, Gabriele. What do you think, girls?
Oh, I totally disagree with restrict the media because yeah, information is all we have, and now we have this in our lives, when our phones, our computers. So I think this is good for our lives. And when the government, for example, restrict that in some countries, that is wrong in several ways. For us, it's not good because we don't have several information. We don't have all other point of visual things, and the government restrict the media that have something wrong. Yeah, like the other people said. So the media, because if we have some bad things in the media, fake news and other things, but I think we have more with the internet. For example, information, it's everything. So I think restrict is not a good idea to control the media. It's not good.
All right, thank you very much. Let's hear from you, Gabriele. What do you think?
Sorry. So I think that in cases like fake news or the hate that people spread on social media, it has to be like punishments, right? Because it's a crime. Like people on the internet think they are apart from the law, like can do and say whatever they want, and it's not like that. I think we need some several punishments for this kind of stuff. But I don't agree with like the restrict the media like in the ditadura militar. I don't agree with that. I think we need the punishments for people that are committing crimes in media, and but I think we have to the media have to be free to inform and not to manipulate the people.
All right, thank you. I believe question number 5 is kind of related to that, so we're going to straight to this one. Should the news give an opinion? Do you think that the news influence people too much? Let's take, for example, there are people that have never been to Rio de Janeiro, but they watch a lot of news. So they think, oh, I'm never going to go to Rio de Janeiro. It's really dangerous. And in some parts it is, in some parts it isn't. We don't know if we've never been there. But we get this feeling that we know the place, but just because we watch the news about the place. And I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I'd like to hear your opinions. Let's go with you, Gabriele, again. Should the news give the opinion and the news influences people too much? What do you think?
Sorry, my internet is kind of bad.
Did you hear the question?
So yes,
Uh,
so I was thinking, I think the internet is much more stronger nowadays. And I think, like we were saying before, like the how it is fast today. 30 years ago, it wasn't so fast, and now it's instantaneous. It's like when it happened, it's all over the news. So I think that's a huge difference. The main difference is how fast it is, and how it's like how we have this access. Everybody has accession to the internet, and how people screen and giving opinions all at the same time. So it's a lot of people at the same time talking about something, and it's more information than it used to be before. Like it's a lot of information.
All right, nice. I think you answered question number 4, but there is no problem. She talked about how media today is different from 30 years ago. But let's go to question number 5. What do you think, Leticia? Should the news give opinions? Do you think that news influences people too much? What's your opinion about that?
Yeah, I think the news, the internet, in all of the ways influences the people too much. Like you said, how we see some state like Rio de Janeiro or like other cities in Brazil or in other countries. This is much from the internet. For example, I've never been in Rio de Janeiro, but I have this image in my head because of the news and all of the things that I see in the internet or on TV and things like that. So I agree. Like the media gives to all of us an opinion, and I think this is not good in some ways because we don't see and we don't know all of the things just for a video or a photo or like a news. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Let's hear from you, Gabriel Freire. What do you think, man?
Okay, the question number 4, yeah?
I'm sorry?
The question number 4, yeah?
Number 5, number 5.
In my opinion, should the news give an opinion? Yeah, I think, yeah. The opinion is so important for all the people and media too. So, but I think in general it's not happening because the media can to be speak to speak their opinion, but in general, what is happening? The media put your to manipulate or the I don't know induce
To induce?
induce, yeah, to induce can be to induce for the people, and it's there are problem with it happening, and the new influences people too much. The news influences, yeah, I like it when the new influences to speak about their opinions. It's so important. So, but the away when their people's doing that, it is a problem. This manner, this manner, their people's doing that, it is a problem sometimes because the other people's can to watching it and don't like maybe the this away. But the opinion is so important, but the manner when the people make that it's important.
All right, different. I like it. What about you, Victor? What do you think, man?
I do think they should give their opinion, but they should say, this is our opinion. This is not the
Nice.
truth. Yeah, sometimes they say something as a thing that have happened, but in fact, it's just an opinion. It's just a thing that it's not totally true, but I think it influences in certain ways. Sometimes we let them influence ourselves. Like some people believe in something and then they see a news about it and they just believe it because they, I don't know, they want to believe it sometimes. It's a crazy thing. I've seen some people showing me something like it's a crazy thing, but they want to believe in that and they are like, this is the true, they're
Yeah.
saying this is the true. So I think they should have an opinion, but they should say it, that it's an opinion. And that's a good action for me.
All right, all right. And you think that the news influences people too much, or it's just like they're not influenced at all?
I think they do. Um, I don't know. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's
Kind of
just,
depends.
yes, it kind of depends. Some newspapers, my boss, he knows like, oh, this newspaper is conservative, and this one is all the time supporting Lula, and then this one Bolsonaro. And I think there are opinions to everyone, but I think it influences people a lot sometimes.
All right, nice. And Bruna, what about you?
Mm, in my opinion, thinking about it, the question about it, giving the information, I'm thinking it should be done impartially
Partially. How?
because you don't have to induce it, no one. But I think the way about the information is passed should be done with a little care. You understand?
Yes.
Now, if the means is about it, communication is to made to give your opinion, okay, I understand. But I'm thinking the the search cells, how to say, pesquisa própria. The people have
The
to the
this
people have to make yourself to your research more about information about the topic. This should be have to be stipulated
all
for
right,
to the
nice.
people is not to manipulate it. Okay.
All right. No, just going on the same way you're talking that people should look for the information. Let's go to question number 6. It's about ourselves, guys. So, where do you get most of your news? Do you like to keep up with current events? Like, I don't know. I still know people that they have the journal by signature. Like they I don't know how to say in English, but they monthly receive the journal, the physical journal. Can you imagine that in your houses? So, what about you guys? How do you keep up with the news? Gabriele, did you hear the question?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yes, but I did.
Just go ahead. So, how do you keep up with the news? Do you read newspaper? Do you buy something, or just internet, or Instagram, or Twitter? Go ahead. What do you think? Gabriele, are you there? All right, maybe we can skip this one and then we come back if you wish, Gabriele. Let's go with you, Leticia. Just go ahead.
So I like to read a newsletter called The News. I like that. It's so good. They have the news so different in different ways. It's more funny ways, and I like to read that because um, I'm a student. I'm majoring in economics, so I like to read about economics. So I like this type of journal or newspaper that is not conservative or not. I like this funny way, so I like this newspaper, the news. It's so good.
I think I don't know this one. I'm going to do research about it. What about you, Gabriel? How do you keep up with the news, man?
Okay, the number 6, yeah?
Yes, question number 6.
Okay.
Where do you get most of your news?
Okay, in my case, I like the see the news and my routine. I like to see it in internet. It is the some sites I like to surface it for the main articles in general. I like it abroad for training my English too, of
Yes,
course.
nice.
And in specific in my country, I don't like the articles in general. They a little bit only because there are a lot of fake news. I don't like it. Yeah, the international articles too in the roads there are, but in general, I am able for the some articles and specific companies when I like more, it's just to more true for me. The trust, the most trust, more trust, I think. And in general, I like doing that in internet.
All right, nice. And let's hear from you, Victor.
So I also know the news. Oh, like Leticia said before, it's a great one. I love the way that people write the things, and it's so simple to understand. They're really clear about everything. And also in my work, I need to do a recap every day of the news about diplomacy and international relations. So my favorite page is Diplomacy of Business. I don't know if you guys know it, but it's amazing. It have everything there. So it's really important for me. Personally, I don't like to do it every day for me, but for my work, I know it's important. And sometimes we do things based on the news. Like, for example, there were an accident on Turkey, so we sent a letter of, I don't know how to describe it in English, but we sent a letter to them saying sorry for all the things, to the embassy. So for me, it's important and it makes me really know what is happening out of my bubble, as my bubble here in my city and my life.
All right, interesting. I didn't know this one, diplomacy business, but I Googled here and it looks really nice, really nice. And let's go with you, Bruna Brandão. What do you think? Where do you get the news?
Generally, I'm like to always search the internet on the official news and the official news channels. Usually, I'm searching various possible search article, newsletter, but I'm just looking in the internet. I don't take a physical journal. Or I'm like to watching or any YouTuber I'm trusted who pass it the news.
All right, nice, nice. Guys, we are almost at the end of our meeting, but I'm going to send here on our chat one link. I really would appreciate if you could go to this link and just give your opinion about the meeting. But more important than that, I would like you guys to give ideas of new meetings, because I'm running out of ideas. So it would be really important for you guys to just go there and give suggestions about things you would like to talk about, you would like to hear about. you would like to, I don't know, get to know a little bit more. So that's it for today. I don't know. I'd like to ask Leticia and Victor, how was the meeting for you guys? Did you like the questions, suggestions, critics? Right now, just go ahead. Open the mic, don't be shy.
I liked it a lot, and I think all the conversation was good for our English and our brain too, because it was a good conversation, and you are a great host.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope you come back to other meetings. What about you, Victor? How was the meeting
Same
for you?
here. I love the conversation and the topic. It's really interesting. The questions, they're amazing. There are so many others that I would
Yes,
like
there are
to
more
talk about them.
questions.
Yes, but even though the topic was really great. Thank you.
Okay, so folks, that's it for tonight. I hope to see you all in other meetings. Don't, if you want to have access to more meetings like these, or even classes, or even other languages, you just need to go to talkandtalk.com.br. So please do not forget to give your suggestions there in the link I just sent here. But that's it for today, and thank you very much. All right, see you guys. Bye bye.